Hi friends, welcome back to the mat. Today we are going to jump right in by just getting settled on the mat. Lifting the shoulders up high into the ears, and as you exhale, let them drop away. Do that a few times at your own pace. Really big inhale in through the nose, long exhale out the mouth. You can even let out a sigh if you feel like you need one here. Just welcoming ourselves to our space, to this time that we've created for ourselves. And go ahead and start just giving yourself a very slow head circle a couple of times to the right. Take your time. You might feel little crunchy bits or some tight areas. And then go the opposite direction 2 times. Half the battle is over. You've made it to your mat, and that is half the battle of just showing up for yourself. Give yourself some chest circles to the right and to the left a couple of times, just opening up an area that we're going to be working on today. And then we're going to start with just some simple side bends. So just take out your right leg outwards, bringing that left foot to the inside of the thigh, and then you're just going to find a nice side body stretch. You can rest your elbow on the mat. You can rest it on your leg. Maybe you can't go that far. Maybe you rest your hand on your knee or your shin. But just find a good spot for you to be able to hold this side bend for a little bit of time here, keeping the chest in the direction of the sky. So we don't want to go into like a half butterfly here, where our chest would usually be facing our leg. We want to really keep the chest forward and the heart going towards the direction of the sky. Keep breathing here, and I'll come back when it's time for the other side. Awesome, friends. Slowly come out of the side bend on that side. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Find your sweet spot and just take some time to really breathe into that side body sensation that you're feeling. Today we're going to focus our entire flow on the Triple Burner Meridian. It's one of our 12 primary meridians in traditional Chinese medicine. It's also called Triple Energizer, if you've ever heard it referred to as that. Same thing. And the cool thing about the Triple Burner is it doesn't really correspond to a specific organ. You've caught me in the series focusing on a specific organ, like we've done kidney, we've done pericardium, but Triple Burner is cool because it's more so adhering to the functional system involving just our regulatory functions. So we're really going to be focused on a lot of the upper and middle burner, a little bit of the lower, but most of the upper and middle burner, which has to do with respiration and a bit to do with digestion. Go ahead and come out of your side body stretch. And let's make our way to hands and knees here, and we're gonna take our right arm, reach it up towards the sky, nice and tall, nice and long. Big inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle, threading that arm behind the left, resting the side of our heads on the mat, and then letting that left arm stretch out in front of you, keeping the hips above your knees here. And we're feeling a nice deep stretch in that upper body, upper back area. Maybe even in your shoulders, you're going to feel this. So stay here for a moment. I will tap back in because then there's just a little bit of a change we're gonna make midway. So I don't want you to change anything too drastically here. I want you to keep thread the needle, bring the big toes together, and just sit back like you would on a child's pose here. And we're gonna keep the same shape, keep the same position of thread the needle. That arm is still outstretched. The right arm is still across the body, but you're getting a slightly different sensation when we push those hips back. Take your time, slowly coming out of our thread the needle on the right side. Give yourself a moment if you need to. You do not have to copy me here. I'm just switching the direction I'm facing so that I can face you for our other side. Take that left hand up on your big inhale and thread the needle with that left arm. So with our triple burner meridian, things that can kind of surface or manifest if there is any kind of imbalance or stagnant kind of energy within this meridian, you can experience things like bloating, fatigue, poor digestion, any kind of like respiratory issues or ailments, and even hormonal imbalances can kind of manifest too when we maybe need to give this meridian a bit of attention. As we did before, I don't want you to change too much. Just bring the big toes together and sit as far back as you can towards your heels, keeping the same shape. Wonderful job, friends. Let's come out of our pose. Back to hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then all you're going to do is walk your hands out in front of you. You know this pose very well. Great for opening up the chest. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Let your belly soften and fall towards the mat. Don't try to create the perfect shape. It's okay to let the belly just relax. We're not tightening or gripping the abdomen. If there's any tightness in your shoulders that is causing a deep discomfort or any pain that might not allow you to really hold this pose and be still, a good simple modification for this is to just widen your hands a little bit. So maybe your hands are about the width of your mat instead of directly out in front of you. That might just relieve a little bit of the pressure on your shoulders. Start to walk your hands back towards the body, taking your time. And we are going to come into eagle arms. I'm going to find a comfortable seat. My legs are going to be out in front of me. You can crisscross, you can put the soles of the feet together, whatever you're comfortable with. Go ahead and take that right arm underneath the left and see if the palms of your hands can meet. If they cannot, then it's okay if just the skin side of your hands meets, and that's as far as you can go. Now with eagle arms, remember, you don't want the arms to collapse in towards you, because then we're not really feeling the sensation we need. Think of almost like a tension of you trying to push your hands away from the body while the shoulders are dropping away from the ears. You're going to feel this strong tension and this deep stretch in your traps, your neck, for some people the shoulders. And then once you're ready, even a slight bow of the head can really get you into an even deeper sensation with this stretch here for eagle arms. If you want to come all the way down into almost like a bow and you're able to maintain the pose and not compromise it, you're more than welcome to go a little deeper. Remember, when anything feels a little uncomfortable, breathe through it. Send breath to that specific area and just continue to stay present. If you are in a slight bow or had a bow of the head, slowly come back up. Slowly open up the arms, shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. Maybe you need a little shake, maybe you need some shoulder rolls, whatever it is. And then find the other side, bringing that left this time underneath the right. Seeing if the hands, the palms can meet. If not, modify with the skin side of your hands. And then find your sweet spot here. Start to gently make your way back up to a nice tall seat, still keeping the arms just for one more inhale. And with your last exhale, release the arms. My left side was way tighter than my other, so whoo, I need a little moment there. Let's make our way onto our bellies now. Getting into a nice chest stretch. You see me rising that right arm just to show you. We're going to place it to the side of us, goalpost arm. Should be almost 90 degrees. Roll over onto your side with the bend in the knees, as if you're taking a little nap. That left arm or that left hand in front of you, just on the mat, giving you support. You're welcome to take your left foot behind the body if you feel like you need a deeper stretch in that chest. If that's a little too much, then just put that foot right back down on top of the other leg and just keep the stretch on its very basic level until you feel like maybe the chest is opened up a little bit. If you had the back foot behind you, go ahead and release that. Let's go ahead and roll back to the center for a moment and switch sides, making a goalpost arm with your left arm this time. Right arm is bracing you in front. And maybe you just stay on your side with bent knees, and that's fine. I know at the start of this stretch, that's exactly what I needed. My left shoulder and pec were just a little tighter than the other side. But when you're ready, or if you feel like you're ready, you're welcome to take that top foot and just place it behind you to access a bit of a deeper stretch in our chest area. Let's make our way out of our chest opener here, taking that back foot back into the center, rolling back onto our stomachs. And when you are ready, let's come onto our backs. And very simple here, just pulling our knees to our chest. Big hug around the knees. And we are going to hold this. We're just going to stay in this reclined child's pose for a little bit of time. You're welcome to close your eyes, soften your gaze. Accessing our middle burner area here, a little bit of the low burner as well. And from here, we are going to find Savasana. So get comfortable, fidget around until you're comfortable. Really take up space. Remember, this is your time you've dedicated to yourself. This is your practice. This is your mat. This is your body. This is your experience. Maybe you want to just leave the hands as is, however they land. Maybe you want to place the palms on the ground if you need some grounding today. Maybe you want to have the palms facing up towards the sky. If you are in the attitude of gratitude and receiving, and just start to really focus on the rise and fall of your chest. Noticing any sounds or sensations you might be feeling in this present moment. Let's start to find some movement in our bodies again. Hands, feet, legs, fingers, toes, eyes open. Then you're going to roll over onto your side slowly. Maybe you take a little rest on your side if you need it. Just a little beat here, just a quick little break. And when you're ready, come up to a nice seated position. We're going to meet each other for one big inhale and exhale before we close our practice today. Sitting up nice and tall, soles of the feet together, scooping this beautiful energy you've created in your practice today. Inhale, sealing that energy. Exhale, bring it to your heart center. I'm grateful that you joined me today. I really hope that you felt the effects of this flow today. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.